Quality Silent Films welcomes you today with a warm embrace and a nostalgic nod to the time when stories unfolded without a single sound. We're excited to invite you into the enchanting world of silent cinema, where movement, expression, and imagination weave the narrative. Imagine America in 1922. The wireless radio was just starting to find its way into homes, women had only recently gained the right to vote, and the boundary between science fact and science fiction felt thrillingly blurred. In this age of electricity and innovation, The Electric House came to life, a film that boldly envisioned a world where every appliance, staircase, and household gadget could spring to life in unexpected ways. It's that spirit of playful invention that makes this film so captivating even today. The Electric House, 1922, co-directed by Edward F. Cline and Buster Keaton, features Keaton himself alongside Virginia Fox in a wonderfully absurd journey filled with invention and mishaps. By this time, Keaton, born in 1895, had already established himself as a fearless comedic genius. Fox, a rising star of the silent film era, would later marry producer Darryl F. Zanuck after her acting career. On the technical side, the cinematography was handled by Elgin Leslie, a frequent collaborator with Keaton. Producer Joseph M. Schenck supported the project under First National Distribution. In this short film, a graduation mix-up sends our hero, who's trained in botany, on a mission to wire a millionaire's home with electrical wonders. He creates escalators, automated dining conveyors, self-emptying swimming pools, and other ingenious devices. But as human rivalry and chaos intervene, these marvels start to unravel. Beneath the laughter, the film poses a thought-provoking question. When we rely on machines for convenience, what happens when those machines slip out of our control? Stick around after the screening, as we'll delve deeper into the film's creation, the personalities behind it, and the cultural currents of its time. Keep your eyes peeled, and you might catch early mechanical gestures that resonate with today's smart home dreams. Now, let's awaken the quiet world around us, dive into The Electric House with an informed mind and an open heart, and let the film's bursts of creativity light up your imagination. When the screen goes dark, we're left with a charming sense of unease in a world where every gadget seems to have a mind of its own. The electric house wraps up with a burst of laughter and a hint of wonder. Its buzzing machines, runaway escalators, and mischievous wiring create a clever reflection on our dream of flawless automation. Edward F. Cline, who was born on August 12, 1891, and passed away on October 31, 1961, started his career in vaudeville before moving to Mack Sennett's studio, where he mastered the art of silent comedy. His collaboration with Buster Keaton led to some of the most intricate mechanical comedies in film history, including The Electric House. Later, Cline directed features with W.C. Fields and Laurel and Hardy, showcasing his talent for adapting slapstick to new eras. His life echoes the film's theme, embracing innovation while keeping the human element intact. Buster Keaton, born in 1895 and who left us in 1966, was already a master of physical comedy by the time this short was created. He began touring vaudeville with his family at just 5 years old, honing that iconic stoic expression that earned him the title, the Great Stone Face. He started work on the Electric House in 1920, but a broken ankle on its motorized staircase forced him to pause. 2 years later, he completely remade it. Keaton's dedication to precision is evident in every gag, the escalators, the automated dining train, and even the rebellious plumbing. Virginia Fox, who graced the world with her presence from 1902 to 1982, was a beloved co-star in many of Keaton's early shorts, bringing a delightful mix of wit and elegance to the screen. Although her film career was short-lived, she stepped away from Hollywood after marrying producer Darrell F. Zanuck. Her charm still shines through, adding a touch of warmth to the otherwise chaotic scenes. Among the supporting cast, Joe Roberts, often seen as Keaton's reliable counterpart, takes on the role of the confused homeowner. A former circus strongman, Roberts brought a unique comedic flair to his performances in classics like Sherlock Jr. and The Navigator before his untimely passing in 1923. Keaton's parents, Joe and Myra, make brief appearances, turning the film's domestic backdrop into a family affair. The production faced its share of challenges. An accident involving a staircase during the 1920 version nearly derailed Keaton's career, but true to form, he bounced back with his signature resilience. The final cut of the 1922 film was released by First National and beautifully shot by Elgin Leslie, whose sharp camera work captured every meticulously timed movement. The narrative's balance, where order gives way to chaos, became a defining characteristic of Keaton's work. The film's playful technical elements feel almost prophetic. In 1922, America was alive with a sense of electrical optimism. Homes were being wired, cities sparkled with new lights, and automation hinted at a more convenient future. Keaton and Cline took that excitement and turned it on its head, exposing both the wonder and the potential dangers of innovation. What if our creations turned against us? The film responds with humor rather than fear, foreshadowing the smart home anxieties we face in our own time. As a two-reel short, The Electric House initially received only a modest amount of attention, but over time, it has come to be celebrated as one of Keaton's most creative works. Nowadays, critics admire its clever structure and its subtle jab at our obsession with technology. There's been a lot of effort put into restoring this film. The modern prints come from a Czech 35mm negative that's preserved at the Cinémathèque Française, which was scanned by Lobster Films and included in the Blu-ray release of Buster Keaton, the Short Films Collection, 1920 to 1923. Unfortunately, the lost footage from the 1920 version has never been found, but the restoration that remains captures its sharp visuals and original intertitles beautifully. There are plenty of hidden gems in this film. The kittens that curiously watch Buster's mechanical dining train were real, not just props. Their inquisitive looks were completely unscripted. The automated staircase, which was rebuilt after an accident, turned into a visual gag about failure itself. Keaton's family even made cameos in the crowd scenes, blending his personal life with his work. And that final downpour, a hilarious baptism of electricity, was filmed in a single take, soaking both the cast and the set. Watching The Electric House today feels surprisingly contemporary. It playfully reminds us that every machine carries our flaws. 100 years later, with self-driving cars and AI assistants all around us, its chaotic machinery still reflects our journey through progress. Thanks for tuning in and for taking the time to delve into the story behind the sparks. We hope you'll come back to quality silent films, where we breathe life, context, and emotion into cinema's quiet masterpieces, and where, thankfully, no staircase has a mind of its own.